Thanks for taking a minute to spend some time with me discussing Polyleaders. My name is Tim Rajeff and we're the distributors for Airflo fly lines and leaders. The thing that is amazing is that in the world of two-handed and single-handed steelhead fishing, Airflo's Polyleaders have become the go-to leader system to help people cast better and catch more fish. They are literally the ultimate connection between the tippet and the fly line. And the reason I say that is what Airflo Poly Leaders do is they flow through the air better than a normal leader, and they transfer energy from the fly line to the tippet more efficiently than a nylon leader. So poly leaders are used by people that are looking to cut through the wind better. They're used by people who are looking to adjust whether they're floating or slightly below the surface of the water. And Airflo Poly Leaders are really simple in that they're a loop-to-loop system. The end of the line that connects, the end of the poly leader that connects to the tip of your fly line has a nice welded loop in it. And at the end of the poly leader towards your tippet material, after a nice taper section, the monofilament 24-pound test, 15 thousandths of an inch diameter core pokes out of the leader, and it comes with a factory loop on it. That makes your job really easy. You loop to loop the fly line and your poly leader together. This is getting so easy. The old days of nail knots and all that stuff are over. This is awesome. So I loop my fly line to the back of the poly leader. Now I go to the front of the poly leader. In this case, I rigged up some bright green monofilament. And you know, these old eyes, I still got to squint. This 50-year-old stuff is for the birds. So now I've looped to loop my tippet to my poly leader. Tie my fly on the end and I'm good to go. So poly leaders have made my life a lot easier in that it's a loop-to-loop connection, and they cut through the wind better, they turn over flies better, and that's why literally they've become the most popular leader system in this neck of the woods. Poly leaders are available in a floating, and they have different densities. In other words, floating, hover, slow sink, all the way to a type 6 super fast sinking poly leader. Again, they have loop to loop at each end, so you don't have to worry about understanding how to connect them. Simple loop to loop connection. They also are designed to handle any type of single-handed or two-handed fishing situation. So remember, they come in floating all the way to the extra super fast sink, and they come in a 5-foot, an 8-foot, a 10-foot, and a 14-foot configuration. Our recommendations are for two-handed rods that you use 10 or 14-foot poly leaders. If you're throwing a single-handed rod, you might want to grab the 5-foot or the 10-foot poly leaders. Once you start using these things, you'll never turn back because they literally are the most efficient connection from your leader, from your line leader, all the way to your fly.